Hello folks, and welcome to this week's HiFi News etc. Hope you're having a good weekend, hope you're relaxed and enjoying yourself. And I've got some HiFi news for you, of course. Before we get to that, trivia. And we are staying with history. That's the theme for this particular week. And the question is short and sweet. And it is this. The album, released in late 1974 by Van Morrison, is called Weeden Fleece. Question is this. What is the Weeden Fleece? What is a Weeden Fleece? What does Weeden Fleece mean? Now, of course, if you start using Google or AI or start hunting around the internet, you're going to know straight away. So please don't do that. This is just a bit of fun. And I would like you just to have a little think before we finish this video. If you're not sure, or you would like me to confirm or otherwise, I will give you the answer to this question at the end of the video. Until then, folks, HiFi News. And we will start with topping and a new DAC, a top-of-the-range DAC called the D900. Inside the box is a discrete 32-element, 1-bit, so-called PSRM, standing for Precision Stream Reconstruction Matrix. Of course it is. How could it be anything else? This DAC architecture was developed entirely in-house, and it supports 32-bit 768 kHz, PCM, of course, and native DSD512. The power supply for the D900 also prevents current fluctuations, apparently. Jitter is also targeted via the built-in, and here's another acronym for you, CPLD, so-called Complex Programmable Logic Device, clock. That's what this thing is. The preamp stage, apparently, well, they've put a bit of effort and a bit of focus on the preamp stage. The volume for that apparently uses 18 analog relays, 9 per channel. The D900 DAC includes a fully balanced analog circuit design and a parametric EQ facility, so you can mess about with tone controls as much as you fancy. On the front is a 2-inch color display with the company's Aurora UI. There's also an aluminium encased remote control. Price for this one is £1,799. I'll put a link below if you are interested in grabbing one. A quickie now from NAD. The NAD C700 and the C700 version 2 are now capable of supporting Dirac Live. That is, both of these streaming amplifiers are now officially certified by Dirac for Dirac Live room correction. First introduced in 2021, the NAD C700 Blue OS streaming amplifier was designed as a compact amplifier with an aluminium case, high-resolution color display, and Blue OS app. The C700 delivers 2 by 80 watts of power. The C700 version 2 was released in 2024, and that builds on the legacy of the original C700 with several key enhancements. In addition to Dirac Live room correction, the V2 model also includes an upgraded ESS Sabre DAC, plus a built-in phono amp for your vinyl. It also supports surround sound via Blue OS, and you can grab more information downstairs. I'll put a link. You can browse to your heart's content. Next, a pair of floor standing speakers from Fyne called the F55Es. These are aimed specifically at medium-sized to smaller listening rooms. The new model uses a 127mm IsoFlare driver, integrating a multi-fiber mid-base cone with a titanium dome compression tweeter and a downward firing port system with the company's so-called, and hard to say, BassTrax track tricks diffuser. I'll be glad when they move on from that particular piece of tech. It'll be easier for me to get through these videos. As with the rest of the F500E series, the F55E's cabinet is constructed from high-density MDF with internal bracing and acoustic damping to reduce coloration. The black oak finish is out right now. The walnut finish will join the lineup early next year. Prices, I have three, either £899.99 or €1,199.99 or $1,099.99. Over to Japan now, and a pair of headphones from Fyne. New to the DX series, the DX3000CL introduces the first closed back design in that range. Developed in Japan, the DX3000CL uses a 40mm paper carbon composite dynamic driver. The free edge surround structure looks to reduce unwanted resonance. With a lightweight chassis, soft padded ear pads, and balanced headband pressure, the DX3000CL is designed apparently for hours and hours and hours of listening. Price, well, again, I have three, either £575.99 or €599.99, or indeed $599.99. Finally, we have the Focal Mu-so Hekla wireless speakers. If you're on the ball, and if you're knowledgeable about these things, you will see a problem there straight away. However, let's talk details first, and then we'll address the elephant in the room. The Focal Mu-so Hekla is aimed at the AV market, which is why this box looks like a fancy soundbar, I guess. It's also, of course, aimed at hi-fi enthusiasts too. This is an all-in-one system. It pushes out a whopping 660 watts of Class D power. It can stream music using AirPlay 2, Google Cast, and Bluetooth, and it supports the usual kind of services: Tidal Connect, Spotify Connect, Qobuz Connect, and it includes digital signals up to 32 bits, 384 kilohertz, and DSD files too, although I don't have a figure for those. Dolby Atmos is supported, and you get a HDMI eARC port. Based on an aluminium chassis, this 1 meter long box, told you it was big, weighs a rather heavy 15.5 kilograms. Expect a release in the UK during early 2026. Prices, again, I have three, either £3,000 or $3,600 or €3,300. So then, the branding on this one. What we have here is a new Muso device. It has a Focal brand name on the front. It does not have a name brand on the front, unlike the name Muso 2, unlike the name Muso QB, wasn't it? To repeat, both of those boxes were issued by name. Name is stuck on the front, not the Mu-so Hekla, unfortunately. That is now being sold with a Focal brand on the front. Question, just what is going on? Well, Focal and Name are actually sister brands under the same holding company, a company called Vervent Audio Group. The Focal side of the company describes this product as a merging of the two companies, Focal and Name, into one product. Even so, it looks like Focal is the main squeeze here, is the main focus, not Name. Name is taking a back seat with this one. The idea is that the acoustic expertise arrives from Focal, the actual engineering comes from Name. That's what the press release says. But that does not explain the brand shift, does it? Well, this is a box full of speaker drivers, essentially, and Focal have been pushing their speaker tech, and maybe this is one possibility for the Vervent Audio Group. Focal equals speakers, leaving Name to wander off and concentrate on high-end electronics like amplifiers and the like. The idea, I think, is to keep the company identities separate. Maybe, this is my guesswork only, the Vervent Audio Group took a gander at this essentially lifestyle product, looked at Name and thought to themselves, confusion. So Focal is essentially the new owner of the Muso product line, in effect. At least that is what it seems. Also, in terms of, how do I put this, brand power and brand presence, I think, and it's just my wild guess here, folks, that the Vervent Audio Group see Focal as the main mover and shaker in the industry as a whole. As I say, though, that's just my guess. So what do I know? Hey. And that's a lot, folks. Thanks for staying to the end of this particular video. Before I go, I'm going to give you an answer to that trivia question. To repeat, the album released in late 1974 by Van Morrison is called Vidon Fleece. What is a Vidon Fleece? What is the Vidon Fleece? What does Vidon Fleece even mean? And the answer is, there is no Vidon Fleece. There never was a Vidon Fleece. They are simply a couple of words that popped into Van's head when he was singing. And he said, and I quote, I haven't a clue what the title means. So there you go. I suppose it can mean anything you want it to mean. Hey, it's an open-ended title. Have fun with this, folks. Have fun with it. And that's your lot. Thank you very much for staying to the end of this particular video. Thank you very much also for your support. It is very much appreciated indeed. Down below, I'll put some links that need to be linked. All the products in this video, for one thing. Also, my own links to my Facebook group, which you're welcome to join, my website, which you're welcome to browse, and my Patreon page. Consider supporting me over on Patreon, please, if you can. It supports, it finances this channel. And so any support over there would be very welcome indeed. I'll be back. Well, in this case, I'll be back probably Friday or Saturday. If I can get a music thing out there, I will do a music thing. Barring that, there will be something on Saturday, either a review or one of these HiFi News things. So I'll be back on Saturday with something. And I'll be back on Sunday as well with another something. We'll have fun finding out together what those somethings may be. Hey, until then, folks, I hope to have your company. Until then, bye-bye for now.